welcome back. We are recording. This is just going to be a brief, maybe 1 hour stream, because it's late. And again, we're just looking to take this one singular province of the anti-continents. And hopefully next week we do with them lives. I'm drinking some Arizona because I'm thirsty. Grace of the gods, our pious consul boy Prima is a proud spokeswoman for the pontiffs of Rome and the glorious gods they serve. A large proportion of her vote came from those who argued the temples of Roma have long been in need of renovations. Boy Prima went even further, however, and proposed the construction of a modest temple to a fashionable and growing cult of Apollo, particularly popular with the lower classes. In spite of this, co-consul Mamercus Sempronius has been unrelenting in his appraisal of the motion, holding forth at length on the fine quality of our temples, and arguing against the needless and expansive pandering to the whims of fashion, when far more deserving deities lack the same attention. As things stand, there's no longer a clear majority for the project. Perhaps we can shoehorn another temple into the bill. Yeah, because compromise will give more political influence. In progress in the Senate, discussions between Consul Boy Prima and co-consul Mamercus have been fruitful, and it seems that the reservations of Mamercus and his supporters mainly stem from the perceived populist slant to the bill. Mamercus argues that we should not give preferences to the gods popular with the lower classes alone. He's a populist, he's a popularity, doesn't make any sense, and that a more general renovation of the main temple of complexes such as that dedicated to Jupiter would be more palatable to the Senate. We can stomach this. Celebration. Another 5 years have passed since the completion of the colony of Emona, and the celebrating sees upon this spontaneous celebration official. We will support it. The 273rd Olympiad. This is the greatest days of the year, as the Olympic completed the Olympic Games in order to win fame and fortune for themselves and glory for their nation. Held in Olympia, the Games are an opportunity for all in Greece to lay down arms, embrace, and pay homage to their forefathers. As we control the ancient site of the Games, it is our duty to hold the Games this year. We should think carefully before proclaiming otherwise. Yes, we will hold the Games, but first, let's go ahead and pick somebody from that family who is not corrupt. Just while the game is paused. I would love it if I could unpause the game and not have it as being, flooded with alerts. Trade them already. 273rd Olympic Games conclude. The Great Olympic Games have come to an end with much rejoicing and celebration. The highlight of this year's games was during the Dialos, a lengthy double, depending if that's an Omicron or Omega, I don't know. A lengthy double circuit of the Olympic Stadium. Hephaestion of the Antigone Kingdom almost flew past the finishing line, careening into the watching crowd amidst cries of jubilation. Overall, I like how it's different from the last one. Overall, it's instead of a boxing fight, it's doing something else. Thank you. Overall, the victor was declared to be Hephaestion Helioclid of Antigone Kingdom of the Antigone Kingdom, a first-time winner of the Olympics whose brawn, virility, and Heraclean vigor were beyond compare, and now he will go down in the annals of history as a champion of the Olympiad. I've been listening to an audiobook of Herodotus Histories, and he will note, if this or that character was a champion in the Olympics. The cool stuff. Touched by Mercury, Crodon has seen a huge influx of traders and travelers from far and wide. Recently, one of our advisors jokingly suggests we must have been blessed by Mercury himself. It might have been a joke, but paying our dues to the god might be a good idea nonetheless. It could only be a boost in long-term business, right? And pour nice oblation right now. I can pour this on the floor. It would be a nice offering. Thanks to Mercury's order. Let's make it thanks. We can afford to make that kind of thanks. Get the bonuses. Xenophobia. Heated debates in the center are not uncommon, especially where so many prominent members of society are involved. Lately, a wave of xenophobia has swept across Rome, resulting in foreign values being regarded with great distrust. All attendants at today's debate agreed, however, that Fabia Prima crossed the line today when she accused Consul Boia Prima of indulging in barbaric Hebrew practices. Oh, how terrible. Yeah, I'll turn the other cheek. Uh-oh. Oh, that was the place we could colonize and it disappeared. I wonder what happened. What, did somebody leave that little territory? Zealous and proud. Who's better? You're better at governing, so I'll pick you. This rate should be, 80 months before we'll be able to see the first expansion. How many years is that? Yeah, it'll be 7 years before we can go to war again. Well, at least 7 years before, we have zero aggressive expansion. Jews leaving for Judea. Some of our Jewish citizens in the Leontis Central Delta have left the city to travel to the city of Jerusalem in the hands of a neighbor Judea. Ezekiel I, Hyrcanus, has become an infamous name at our court and a quick run among our peers. Why do they think they can take our substance from our land anyways? Let's go ahead and just mute this. Well, they have every right. They can go wherever they want. I don't see how it's a problem. If they're Roman, we'll go ahead and allow them to become freemen. mention that one of the main grain stores of the province of Achaia was engulfed in an unfortunate conflagration last night, much of the stockpile contained within. It could rebuild the stockpile, but some officials argued the size of the reserve was not necessary and would rather the money be spent elsewhere. Oh, well, I want to keep their loyalty. The granary is important strategic keystone. Yes, let's keep their loyalty. Pontus Euxinus. Not noticed that before. Friend request. Hezekiah I, Hyrcanus, the Suffet of Judea, has cordially invited our consul to a banquet of great significance. It seems that he has the intentions of putting a friendship between our two nations. Of course. Especially while you're still independent. The governor from that family who is the least corrupt of our trade. Oh, never mind. Shoring up defenses, the denizens of the territory of Phanagoria have been feuding with their neighbors in Panticarum. As a result, an impressive fortified wall is being erected in Phanagoria, quite determined outdoing the efforts of their rival. As they say, conflict traps innovation. So, I don't know how building a wall gives you manpower. Once again, we need the least corrupt member of that family. Yes, this will be Olympic Games again. That was quick. 4 years goes by fast. Filling the library. As we continue to try and keep the museum up to date on all the latest writings and ideas, we have come across a couple of texts that might be of interest to us. One of them is a copy of On the Crown we have been trying to collect for quite a while, whereas the other one is a beautiful copy of the Sistrata, a rare and valuable text. Research points. The rarer the better, that is what the museum is built to house. Let's use the 2000 and, just get the better research points. Steady and deserted. It would appear that this year hardly anyone turned up at the Olympic Games and the event had to be cancelled. The disappointment felt across the whole of Greece is palpable. Perhaps next Olympiad will be better. That's weird. Something's going on. Founding the Colonia of Shechem. We have established a place called Shechem, a township in Samaria, as a colonia of Rome, granting its citizens special privileges and attracting settlers to the area. Strife and conflict wrestled the place away from us temporarily, but its people are requesting their old privileges once again be restored. Now we are in firm control of the town again. Yep, that's where you found Shechem. We'll give all these people refuge. So now we have assimilated Judea into the Republic. Yeah, we want to ship much more aggressive expansion. Judea's back in the fold. Whoop. Friend request. Teodnamus, the first anti-continent, the basileus of the Anticonquer Kingdom, has closely invited our consul to a banquet of great significance. It seems the intention of forging a friendship between our two nations. We're hoping to go to war with you, buddy. Imperator. And we really do need someone because Deuce is a personal expansion, so oh, it's a new decade. It's now 317 AD. Yeah, the Edict of Milan would have been issued by now. Can't tell anything about these edifices. Circulation traditions. Cannot change that. Military research doctrine 3. Can't improve it for some strange reason. And I was the only one with it. Utterly deeply strange. I don't get it. This place. Oh, the Vestulia. Arnea and Judea. Let's go ahead and just make you acquisition of wealth. So let's start going ahead, trying to convert all these people. Isoria. Caucasian Albania. Clepia. Where's Clepia? Up there. Okay. Yeah, it's you. So Kentia. Oh, that would be in Africa. Government policy right now is what is this? Galilee. Man. I'll just do a quick acquisition of wealth. Where's this place? Get here. This place. Zava. Where's Samaria? Go ahead and convert here. What's this? Silesia. Slania. Konya. This place. Olbia. Argentina. Samaria, Superioris, Spraye, Aeolus, this place. Shbalia, Milla, Lucania, and that's all we can do. A bunch of provinces that are 100% Hellenistic. Hellenic. That's... I can't do anything about that. Stooling. Any Hellenic Romans we can move on in. No. Let's get you in there. 6% Roman and 44% Hellenic. Yeah, they're converting. Converting gradually. It's cool to see a bunch of, like, of Hebrew territory. There's Aramaic, Babylonian. The Romans are eventually going to just take everything over. Let's do that should be good enough. Some libraries in Italy. That should gradually assimilate more people. Government. Confiscation. Grant holdings and confiscate. Let's go ahead and try that out. Power base. Holding. Shouldn't take this. Okay. Okay, come on. I'm amazed. Granting holding is like hand up Sparta. Grant holding. Crashed. Yeah, let's give him Sparta. There's only one population of just free men in Sparta. Can't believe that they have such a small population. Man's 75 years old. Trifune. Okay, what can we do? Is there anybody we can colonize? I'm not really looking to assimilate the Hebrews at all. Let's find a colony and look at this. Trifune, a Roman colony, the rival of Roman settlers, has hardly endeared the local population to us. The foundation of a colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control here in the long run. Soon, even the local Sahidic inhabitants will see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements they may have had in this area before the land was confiscated. This is for the best. Yeah, we'll assimilate them. So there's culture. heard it is late at night. Of the Optimates realized representatives of the Optimates are practically falling over each other to congratulate Consul Boii Prima for defending their interests in the Senate of Rome. It seems the decisions of our government have ensured the approval of the interests of the elites for a time being. The scene goes with popularities. Everybody's friend. I guess if you're being praised by both the left and the right, you're doing something good. I don't care about the perfect civilization, nerving ourselves. Oh, formulating a question. Ensuring that every major religious festival is sanctioned, properly observed, and well put together goes some way towards safeguarding the stability of our nation. Plus 15%, as well as 0.5 pop conversion speed. Yes, it's absolutely looking at that. The venomous tongue. The governor of Wistulia is a particularly weasel-like woman, a fact that is making itself clear now more than ever. She has begun stirring up the people of her governorate, perhaps hoping to challenge our rule. Unfortunately, she is well regarded in this locale. Our response must be made with care. Let's do the one that makes it that their parents loses. It doesn't switch loyalty. Becoming the city of Memphis. Our extension of new privileges and investments into the local infrastructure we have seen Memphis grow from relative humility into a true Hebrew city. While it still has some way to go before it can rival the great cities of our age, the past 2 years have ushered in a new era of growth in urbanization in this territory. It's cool to see. Public slavery, national slave output plus 3%. We don't really care about slave output. already did everything on this side, so... Unintegrated culture happiness plus 3%. By granting a specific status to outsiders, we can recognize them legally and domestically as members of our state and value notwithstanding. That makes people much more happy. I think I'll be 21 more months, so less than 2 years before we have zero aggressive expansion. Demand is shame of a governor. In the midst of a fallow season, Octavius Scipio, one of the most esteemed governors, held a vast and lavish party in a summer palace at Sawo. Even his most loyal subordinates were shocked by this display of contempt for the plight of the common man, and ever indirectly to us demanding some manner of justice is served. Let's see. It has come to our attention that the pirate lair has sprung up in Massilia. The local merchants and traders clamor for us to rid out these pirates so that their trade ships can continue to sail along our shores unmolested. An advisor of Prima comes up to her and says, "My consul, I have a cunning plan. We will dislodge these pirates by force if necessary." Yes, let's do that. This is the citizens in the area. Just over 8 years. Excellent. Thought I heard my housemate, and it is late at night. Excellent conditions in Dumbravia, whether by happy coincidence, the blessings of Fortuna, or just diligent management for the past year, production in the settlement of Dumbrava, has far surpassed the predictions of local bureaucrats and administrators. While we could simply exploit these boons for short-term gain. Some have suggested that this is an opportunity to study the organization of slaves in Dumbrava, who by all accounts are an unusually satisfied and productive bunch, and attempt to apply the lessons across the province of Malwensis. Alternatively, we could of course simply allow whatever fortune Dumbrava enjoys to run its natural course without interference. They have it under their control, and that punishes us the least. This place needs increase the morale of our armies. So we're going to be going to war in 2 months. Oh, I hate all of those. Let's do a military edition. We got all of those. All of those. We have everything Greek. Don't need camels. We don't use archers at all. We have all of those. We don't use war elephants or mercenaries. We got all of those. Let's do these Persian ones. Disillusioned masses. The grand campaign of Alexander left behind thousands of mercenaries willing to serve for their subsistence. Laterally, many of the surrounding tribes began to be assimilated, leading to plentiful and cheap mercenary contracts being available. So, okay. This is a bunch of human. And decreases the cost of mercenaries. Let's give it a commercial advance. It's the most basic and fundamental thing. Yes. Double bow. Tetrarchy defense plus 5%, hexarine defense plus 5%. By building ships with a double bow, their ability to take a beating improves significantly. That'll be good. If we can go to war, probably go to war now and be safe. So let's go ahead. First off, let's raise the army maintenance. Take their capital. Good news there. As for you, we were victorious over them, even though they outnumbered us multiple times over. Okay, what happened to them? No way. You're telling me they got wiped out? Are there any... does the Anti-Continent Kingdom exist anymore? Oh. There's no longer really any point in fighting this war, because they just disappeared. You have to be shocking. Here, go down here. Just hold on to that turf. wait until war is done before we do that, but I am pleased. Okay, so why can't you take the province? Stop them. Still somehow have only 99% war score. Where are the Kimbrians? Kimbrians. Oh, that one province. Damn it. Go down there. Please stop them. Please. Good. Guess we'll support the celebration. Force march down there, thank you. They own any of our territory. Ugh. Sometimes we should just like auto-assign governors. I noticed, like, it sucks. Some villagers like that. Rest force. Give it to him. Just gotta take this one last damn province. that. If there's nothing quite as soothing to our neighbors than loosening our sphere of influence, if they were to see us relinquish absolute control even further, this could only do us good on the global stage. Alright. Oh, damn it. Get down there. Fuck. Oh, fuck's sakes. So, of course, they successfully killed the gods. Okay, now just stop them from taking that. As for you, get over here. Come on, 100% war score. Move on. Yeah, give them some force. Come on, violate them. Good, we got 100% war score. 100%. Finally. Ah. Because of this, let's see how much we can take. All of it, we can take absolutely all of it. Banish those of class, but the rest of the sword. The Thracian elite. After a protracted conquest, we have finally routed the Thracian armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Thracian court. They now languish in our dungeons, waiting for whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. Let's banish those of class and put the rest to the sword. Let's do the same to the Kimbrians. And we can disband our levies. Titans of battle. Let's just go ahead and get that over with. The proximity to India led to the adoption of elephants as an entire wing of the army. Riders would sit mounted on a howdah, giving them a vantage point over melee below. Cool. Oh, we need to take in an Indian culture in order to do that. Sure. Sorry, Chad, I ate a whole thing of popcorn, so. Oh, I see. Wanted, unwanted shatter. Okay. How do I select someone? Well, that's completely worthless. Alright, that is now banned. I wish, ground control gave me the ability to do anything with chat. But, okay. Don't crash on me. Let's disband these levies. There we go. We have exactly 600 ships. Cool. And we'll put our maintenance down to 0. Anatolian riches. The rich lands of Anatolia have been the home of many nations, be it the ancient kingdoms of the past, or the more recent Persian Empire, or Alexander and his successors. Anatolian heartland, the rich plains of Anatolia stretch as far as the eye can see, a haven for all kinds of cultures, be it Greek, Persian, or the local Anatolians. Trying to control this newfound land will be difficult, and we should settle some colonies to bring Roman and Latin traditions to the local people. There's 2 pops, 10 pops. Lydia and Sardis. I'm reading Herodotus, or listening to Herodotus Histories. Sardis is just, in Lydia, so, just important and so influential. Let's go ahead and do that. Pontic threat. Issue with the Pontic threat being is that we have to go to war with Egypt. Pirate Nest also requires war with Egypt. Ancient Syria. So basically we need to go ahead and start preparations for war with Egypt. Pirate's Nest. That province is Pamphylia. Covert actions, fabricate claims. Okay. We're gonna have to wait to basically get a war. Aggressive expansion down, our exhaustion down. And we're gonna be then going to war, having a massive, world war with Egypt to take, their Near Eastern possessions. They're the 4th leading power in the world. So it's not going to be easy. Bro. What's interesting is I don't really actually have to take the entirety of Anatolia to complete these missions. Just gotta take the majority of it. Cool beans. Well, I'm pleased with the progress, and we've ended some of the border gore up here. We've taken more of, the plains. Nice. And if we can unify this little bridge here, then the name Rome will actually be connected. So, gotta write down the date. the year 323. Just 2 years before the Council of Nicaea. A decade after the Edict of Milan. 323. Cool. That was just over an hour. An hour and 15 minutes. Well, thank you guys for very much for watching. That was a good session. Have an excellent night.